everybody, and welcome back to the Minecraft Arena YouTube channel. This video was supposed to come out like a week ago, but you know, the October update problems, don't want to talk about it. I've said too much about it. Anyway, the November update is finally here, and it is not releasing today, but in fact releasing tomorrow, which is perfect because tomorrow there is day off school. So I am making a guide on this pretty early. A guide, I meant to say going over the update. Not all of these game modes are pretty small and are not really deserving of a guide, so no guide videos soon. In normal updates, we don't really think about the past. We just think about the future. For example, besides the Back in Time update. But, for example, in the October update, we didn't do anything on the past game modes. All we did was future game modes and stuff like that. In this update, my main focus was older game modes. Not just older game modes, but older stuff that needed to be updated. There are a lot of things in Arena that needed to be fixed, but just were ignored because of the new updates. In this November update, I fixed all of those things that needed to be fixed years ago, as well as bringing in cool and new content. The November update will be getting an add-on or two, I'm not sure yet, but confirmed to have one based on the Cyclone Games area. We did not update this area yet, but in the next add-on it will be updated. Oh yeah, that's a new game mode right there. And that's a new POI for Battle Royale. Anyway, let's get into some updates that we made in the November of Arena. Now, we will be getting the add-on next week on the weekend, which is really exciting. And we're going to do this like we usually do, from the smallest things new to Arena, all the way to the bigger things. The smallest thing brought to this update was the decorations. In October, we went all out with decorations. Like, all out. This time, not so much. We still decorated, but it's not a lot. Mainly, there's just melons and hay bales all over the place. Just like the last November update. Also, the last November update we had was back when Arena didn't have a YouTube channel. And back then, we would decorate every game mode individually. We don't do that anymore because there's so many game modes and it's going to be too much to decorate them all. However, I did decide to decorate Mossy Creek because it was one of the ones that we decorated back then. I also decorated the drop because why not? And of course the signs got their daily change. This sign is the same, except instead of having, what I originally was going to do was have a pie in his hand, but I made it so a pie got As you guys seen before, the new sign is basically the original Arena sign from the Cloud update, except the mascot is holding a pie with a huge grin on his face, saying, "I'm about to throw this pie at you." And yeah, I forgot to mention, I got my Halloween skin back. Also, if you don't know what these squiggly red and yellow lines are, they're supposed to represent mustard and ketchup. We're going for more of a food fight theme, you know? We kept the FNAF balloons because the person that made them worked really hard on them, so they're going to stay for probably the rest of eternity. We also have a huge turkey balloon made out of hay bales, referencing the very old first November update. More hay bales, more melons. And probably the last decoration is an Arena HQ. We removed all the Halloween stuff as we did everything else. Except this, hold on. Gotta get rid of these pumpkins. Some of the Halloween stuff is just like hidden. But there's actually food everywhere. As you can see at the reception desk, which I like to call Becky's desk after the skit that I made for it, now has a ton of food items on it. And if you go, the pumpkins are replaced with a hay bale with the lights finally added back. here in Arena HQ, there's a huge hay bale. But the crane has been holding mannequins for the longest. And to the point where we're decorating these mannequins for Halloween. Anyway, I didn't know what the mannequins were for. I just had them as decoration. And it's only because we had this room with nothing in it. What my plans were was to remove the tour coaster entrance that we have now and to add it here. But that will be too much renovations. So I might just add a hallway here that leads to the entrance. But I want the tour to be a part of Arena HQ. For now, I have no clue what this room's going to be. And I just added a little performance stage with 3 of the 4 mannequins. The 4th one being standing there. It's not a FNAF reference. We just only had room for 4 mannequins on the crane. It is not a FNAF reference at all. The idea did come from FNAF, though. We did give some changes to Arena HQ over there, but those changes are a little bit bigger than decorations. We never decorate the roller coaster, so don't even ask about that. But here, the arena team is having a feast. Tons of food over here. Bro123 has a pumpkin pie. Dr. Tendo has a cooked rabbit, I think that is. And Roasted Water has a full cake on his desk. In the meeting room, there's just a Thanksgiving brunch. And, of course, in my desk, I have my favorite food, chicken. And this room that is still empty, but I want to turn it into something. The first time I had this chicken balloon was, actually, it had chickens in it, and I blew them up. And there was only a few. The second time I brought this thing back for the Back in Time update, had too many chickens, and there was a chicken breakout. So I decided there's no chickens in this balloon. That basically ends it for decorations, but there's some new stuff in Arena HQ that I want to go over. The credits remain the same, except I don't know how old this is, but I just found it. There's a view of Arena right here, with a thanks for playing Arena 2. Battle Royale takes up most of it. In here, the minigame factory was changed the most. Basically, instead of having all of the arena games to ever be there, the only thing here is requesting games. That's the only thing you can do now. And then, of course, it says, put your request for a minigame on the golden board. And the blue wall, we turned into requested games that we will use. Guaranteed to use. So, you request a game up here, and if we like it, we'll put it on the blue wall to guarantee we're going to use it. But it might be a while, because we have game modes of our own. Why I did this is because ever since Arena HQ's creation, there wasn't enough room on this wall. So, we never even finished a wall. Neither did we add stuff to it. So I said, this wall is going to sit here and do nothing. Might as well make it a request section only. However, because updates... Oh yeah, melons. Because updates are, like, less, I did keep it the same, with, of course, the addition of the November/Thanksgiving update, because it's a mix of both, with the request being the same. However, when this board is filled, very soon, I would say by April, make one here, then I'll have to make one there. Actually, no, that would look ugly. I'll make one here. That should last us for the whole of 2021. And then, I assume by 2021, Arena will be dead. If not, we'll look at that soon. Also, if you guys are wondering about the new gen Xboxes and if we're going to buy Arena over, I do plan on buying Arena over, but if I don't, I will tell you guys. If I don't buy Arena over or physically can't, it won't be the end, for we could make an Arena ripoff, or Arena 3 is always an option for the new generation, which is cool. The coolest update about Arena HQ here is that Arena Club, well, it used to be called Club Arena, was a locked-off room. Now the room is wooden, meaning you could go in there, and instead of Club Arena, it's called Arena Clubs. two of one of my favorite games have clubs. Apex Legends and Brawl Stars does it a lot better. I decided to have clubs in Arena. This is how clubs work. Up to 5 players can join in a club. You'll see why it's only 5. When one person in the club wins, the whole club gets that currency. For example, if me and Roasted Water are in a club and I win a game, he gets whatever currency I got. And we don't split it, we just both get the same thing. Which is why clubs are reduced to 5. Even if we're fighting against each other and one of us win, we will still get rewards out of it. Because clubs are so overpowered, we reduced it to only 5 people per club, not including the host. It costs 35 bricks to make a club and 10 bricks to join. So you'll have to be pretty powerful to join a club. Write your club book with these books. Not until it's full can you completely write in the book. After writing in the book, you have to leave it unsigned until you have 5 people. Once you have 5 people, you can sign the book, put your club name on it, and we will eventually by then have another barrel for clubs that are already made. And if you want to leave that club, you'll have to wait until the next update. Tell us, and we will, not the entire of next update, like the next add-on or whatever, and we will remove the book, and then just remake it without you. I remember that huge arena incident where we were working on Among Us, and the button teleported all entities. The villagers in story mode included. So, Sonic OK went ahead and added villagers. Too many villagers. I'm going to keep them, but at some point, we're going to have to get murdering. There's also some pigs, and I think cows. The wolves are also brought back. The only thing we didn't bring back were the pillagers, because the too many villagers were interflect with the pillagers. Something he forgot to do was add the quest villagers, like the shop villagers that were behind barrier blocks. So I re-added those guys, and I accidentally broke a sign in the cooking. It was basically a quest that was to make a steak in crazy crafting, but I replaced it to say make a steak in crazy cooking, which is a new game mode for this November update. Just a small update for story mode. I wanted to finish story mode world 2 in the November update, but I might leave that for like a whole nother month that we're not busy for like a huge story mode update, like March or something. So I did not add the villagers in World 2 yet, but just a small update for the villages. We haven't updated this area in a while, so something I tried to do was I tried to make a bow and arrow thing with the new target block, and the redstone just doesn't work. So it is in progress. You're not able to play it. I'll figure it out eventually, but it's just here. However, it does provide something at least, which is a new thing to your roller coaster ride. I'm too lazy to get a minecart, but if you were riding a roller coaster, there's this new thing here that allows you to go through. So, you know, just something new to this instead of just an extra plot of land. Wanted it to be useful somehow. As I said in the Halloween update, the last one video, that I would update the summer resort to have the scoots that are featured in the Haunted Mansion, because scoots are the new hangout zone currency. So, I did update that with a new shop, which is really cool. So there are no new game modes because I'm saving that for next summer, but there are things you can buy with scoots here. Like, right here, there's 4 scoots per stay in this nice summer hotel, which means you cannot sleep unless, of course, you know of the secret here with free beds. It also now costs 3 scoots for our random food from this automatic fridge. Where's the shop? The shop isn't as good compared to the Halloween shop because there's not many summer items, but there are stuff here now. You can buy yellow dye for 3 scoots. For 6 scoots, you can buy a sponge. 2 scoots for 14 torches. And 5 scoots for a stack of honey. Eventually, in the summer update, I might add a turtle shell, or I might do it now. Might just do it now. Yeah, I'll be right back. I realized these items had nothing to do with summer, so really quick off camera, I updated the store. Now for 6 scoots, you can buy a trident, and for 2 scoots, you can buy a turtle helmet. The other 2 remain the same. The casino is probably the best part of the summer hotel, and I made it cost scoots just because of how much good stuff it could give you. So now it costs 10 scoots to enter. I was really debating about this since it's a gambling place and you can lose almost all of your currencies, but scoots are super easy to get. Are they? Yeah, they are. The next thing is this. Another thing I forgot to mention, which totally I did not just add off camera, is the rewards. You get 2 scoots for every win. Hold on. 2 scoots for every win, just like the Haunted Mansion. Now that the Haunted Mansion and the Summer Resort are evened out when it comes to scoots, we can move on to the next thing. Battle Royale did get a new POI, plus a POI extension, which I was going to do now, but I feel like this game mode is a bit less exciting, so we're going to do this first. There's a new game mode called, free, may I mention, we haven't got a free game in a while, a new free game mode called Super Stacking, which is 1 to 4 players. Stay between the color of your choice, and use that same color to stack. Race up to the top while defending yourself and attacking others. Your placement is your reward, similar to the next door neighbor, Giggling Graveyards. When knocked down, you must restart and break the blocks on your way up. Basically, you take blocks and build all the way up. It's a really fun game that I cannot wait to play with my friends for future gameplay when we have time, because we have not been given time for gameplay. In the less exciting months, like, I would say January, but I have something huge planned for January. The months after January, we should be getting more game modes and more trailers for DLCs, because the fact that Arena will be less productive when it comes to building. You get blocks. The one that you use is the lane you have to use. 1 person per lane. Shields to block the arrows coming from the crossbows. The arrows, normal arrows, and a pickaxe to break stuff on your way up. If I were you, I would somehow buy a better pickaxe from the shop. Speaking of the shop, that's something I totally forgot and should have went over before I went over this. Too late. Anyway, up here, which, by the way, you can get a really good sight of coming from the tour coaster, here's a scoreboard. If you come in first place, you get double rewards, because it's a hard game to win. If you get second place, you get winning rewards, with a normal 1 diamond and 5 nuggets. Third place, you get the losing rewards, which is only 5 nuggets, and 4th place, you get no rewards. Whatever you do, don't come 4th, because every other place gets rewards. Speaking of the shop, let's head there now. Before we get into the bundles and the monthly changing shop, I actually changed up the normal shop quite a bit. Instead of getting chainmail armor, you get a leather tunic for 1 diamond, because you get 1 diamond for winning a game now. I'm actually going to take out the bones from here for a reason that I will name later. The bones have been removed, and you can only buy arrows for 1 nugget. Lapis stays the same, that stays the same, and for 7 diamonds, instead of a diamond sword, you get an iron sword. These changes were made because a bigger shop has been created for a certain DLC that we will get to later. Now for the monthly changing shop. The disc for 5 diamonds is blocks, which I don't think we used before. For 12 gold. We get into Battle Royale, you probably realize that Dan's Games is gone. We kept the building, just replaced the box inside, the blocks inside. We have officially removed the dog park from the arena hangout zones, and now the dog park is its own DLC. This is the entrance. Because it's its own DLC now, it will be getting a trailer in the future, just like the Nether. Buying a wolf is now 15 emeralds. Get that wolf bundle while you can. A bone is 5 nuggets for 3 bones. And of course, Bra123 spent like an hour making all those discs for Dan's Games, so we kept them with a little TV. And of course, right here's the dog park itself. For wolf owners, you get him free. For no wolf, it costs 2 brick blocks. Or if you find Secret Isle 1, which is the isle in story mode. Now, I would add a certain way to get in, such as like following TikTok or something, but all of our platforms are currently taken, and I don't want to give any multiple, plus the fact that it's really simple to get the dog park. All you need to do is find the Secret Isle 1, which isn't really that secret. If you want to find out where Secret Isle 1 is, head over to a pretty old video of the guide on World 1 of Story Mode. If you want to know how to enter Story Mode, it's over there by the big emerald box. It's right there. So if you head out to the food production facility, they actually have a discount going on. It's a Thanksgiving discount. All food under 5 nuggets is free, which means you should get you should get raw rabbit for free.
Too tight? Yeah.
And you know what? Hold on, let me change this. Let's change the discount to actually be reasonable. Thanksgiving discount, brick food, meaning pork, pork and salmon are free, and the furnaces are free, so you can get a food that isn't brick and cook it for free. Cool discount, since it's like a food type theme. I had to do it. Also, 2 things I forgot in Arena Town. You can now, I don't know if I said this, but you can now get the Arena Town rewards. Instead of 1 brick, it's 3 bricks for every Arena Town win.
Those?
And now they have a rightful place. Also, there's new supercharges. I'm going to add the villager after this recording. But the new supercharges are Crazy Crafting, Crazy Cooking, which is the new game mode, Team Takeover, which was introduced last November, Among Us, because why not? Battle Royale, because of the new changes, and Super Stacking, which is also a new game mode. Arena Arcade also got a finally well-deserved update. I say finally, but they literally just got tricky treating. Anyway, this is the Arena Arcade shop that I've been teasing for a while. This purple area finally has its own place as a shop. This area is closed down but I might introduce it in the November add-on, and I know exactly what it's going to be. It's most likely going to be achievements, not only going towards an arcade, but something I wanted to do for a while. For example, get a win in TNT Spleef. Simple as that. Except more advanced, because we already have those in the supercharged area.
Yeah, whatever color we're matching.
The Arena Arcade Shop will never change monthly like the original shop, but it will only change if we have to, or we see something wrong with it.
The green leggings?
For 1 clay,
Green
chainmail
leggings, right?
helmet. 5 clay,
And then
chainmail
what shirt
armor,
you wanna
chainmail
wear?
chest plate. 3 clay,
This?
chainmail pants, and 2 clay, chainmail boots. I might make bundles, like a chainmail bundle and stuff. 15 clay, diamond sword. That's removed. 17 clay, netherite axe. I made it cost more because they have the same damage. 2 clay, bread. 20 clay, shields. 5 clay for 1 cake. 30 clay, elytra. 23 clay, totem of undying. 10 clay, trident. 3 clay for 10 arrows of weakness. And 1 clay for 16 snowballs. I did this because it just makes sense that an arcade had a shop. So, really cool. I said that the clay would come back eventually. The clay is now here. 2 clay per win. Or you can trade in 1 ingot for 1 clay. There's also a new game mode called Crazy Cooking, which I've been talking about for a while now, that I will introduce in a little bit. The problem with Battle Royale. People don't really fight. They just sort of run away from each other. It used to be a big circle of running away. Because that's how Battle Royale was meant to be. A square. I didn't want it to be people running around chasing each other, but that's what it was. Eventually, I added Pressure Plate Island. Worked slightly, but it died. I brought it back, worked slightly once again. Then I eventually added another update, which I think is recent. I'm not sure what update, but I added more paths to make it so people can so instead of having to chase someone for hours just to start a battle, now you can sort of cut them off, taking different bridges. It also makes more opportunities for POIs. There are only a few battle areas. There are 2 areas that I like to call in Battle Royale. There's looting areas, and then there's battle areas. Looting areas are only used in the beginning of the match. You loot up there, and then you just go. The only other time they're used is to loot some stuff that you left behind from other players, or, as I said, the endless circle of running. But then there's the battle areas, places where people stay to look for a fight or go into purposely looking for a fight. These areas are big and made for battle terrain, and they have multiple entrances so people come there to fight. Here are the 2 areas. The ice area is a looting zone. The ice area is a looting zone. The temple area is also a looting zone, which I turned into a battle zone. Pressure Plate Island, looting zone. Jungle, battle zone. This area, it's definitely a battle zone just because of where it is and the fact that, it's a huge trap thing. And of course this thing's a looting zone. Of course the middle's also a battle zone. If you're looking for a fight, the middle's where you go. But there's a new POI that I added that is definitely a battle zone. It has multiple entrances, and it is literally right by the spawn, so you can go there. I don't know what to call it because it's sort of a fan-made biome that I would love to see in the normal survival of Minecraft. I really wish you could climb chains so it's similar to the jungle, but it's really not. Basically, it has these big mushroom things that glow. the POI has 1, 2, 3 chests. It would definitely have more if I could find a way to climb the things, but sadly there is no way to climb these mushrooms. So the chests are only on the floor. They are massively exposed, and it's a big area for you to battle. It's also connected to the jungle, and because of how close they are, I would call them the same POI, but they're really not. They're so close, they're just one big battle place. I really like it. For the next people that play Battle Royale, there are 6 arrows of weakness. A bow. Oh, gotta fix that. A bow. And a lever waiting for you here. It's really cool, and I don't plan on removing it anytime soon. I did also update the desert, giving it more entrances and more areas. People hate the desert. It's a looting area, a very common looting area, because it has good loot. And it's a good place to run. However, this new area right here turns into a battle zone. Now, yes, there's not room at all to battle, but there is multiple areas connecting to it, making it a common meeting place for players. There's only one new chest being here, and this chest is actually really old. I just made it look new. So yeah, I just made it so new areas can connect to the desert, making it a more common battle zone. Now, this is not the end of Battle Royale updates. I plan on updating it a lot. Mainly in January, where most of the POIs will be struck with a natural disaster, along with the rest of Arena. What natural disaster? You gotta guess. It's not a tornado. That would be terrible. I know some of you were thinking, bro, what if the huge cloud in the middle creates a tornado? No, that's not happening. Anyway, even before or after January will not include a new POI. It's gonna include one new POI in the form of going inside the natural disaster, but it would also affect old POIs. Like, I plan on this getting destroyed and soon getting replaced with like a monorail thing, with a transportation train with minecarts going around the whole map with certain pit stops. Like, there would be a pit stop here, a pit stop in the jungle, a pit stop in the ice biome, a pit stop here, because hopefully by then it's a bigger thing, and a pit stop over there. It's gonna be a really cool type of not roller coaster, but transportation in Battle Royale, other than horses. Which, by the way, animals are gone, so there will be no horses. Currently, there is no transportation in Battle Royale. The chokers are gone, the horses are gone. There's no transportation, so this monorail type thing will be a good way for transportation without the stupid mobs that don't even apply to the rules. I also plan on filling in the little holes as I did here, if it means extending the POI or making a new one. I want to extend the ice POI sort of a little bit, going outside here, like in that area. A new small POI here. Extending this one. It probably won't be a lava wasteland, but I plan on turning it into like a huge volcano. That would be sick, that you can go inside. This probably won't be extended, but something there. I want to fill in the holes. I never want to extend it because, as I said, I want the place to stay as like a big square. Also, the monorail, that's another reason to keep it as a square. So, and I don't plan on making you teleport to other areas. That's so dumb. But, yeah, it's going to stay this way. I could fill in the little holes for mini POIs. And, you never know. I could make you go down, replace the cloud vault, and sort of, like, be somewhere else. I don't know. But it's going to work out. New POIs will be constantly coming, regardless of if we have no space or not. We could always take it how Fortnite does, break a POI and have it replaced, like how we're going to do with that. But with other POIs. Maybe the ice one. I don't know. Maybe we could get rid of the cloud and make it a castle. Maybe a cloud castle You can still start in the cloud, but there's gonna be an upstairs leading to the upstairs of a castle. There's a lot of things we can do in the restrictions of a simple square with floating islands. But anyway, new POI, desert expansion, really cool. I think now we are safe to go to the new game mode in Arena Arcade, which is really cool. I'm excited to introduce this new game mode tomorrow when the update comes out, because it is a one-player game mode, which, besides Trespassing Terror, which is more of a maze than a game mode, and the escape room, which is also not playable, there is no one-player game mode yet. It is very similar to Crazy Crafting, having the same copied name and everything. Introducing Crazy Cooking. The rules are simple. All you have to do is copy the same food that's already on this table and remake it and place it on the table. For example, there's bread here, place the bread there. If it's out of order, you're gonna have to fix that order. Just like Crazy Crafting, there are multiple rooms, except it's more organized and it looks way better. Also, Crazy Crafting might get an update next add-on. The first room is the kitchen, which actually does not have coal. There's another room where you have to obtain that coal. But in this area, there are every furnace you can imagine. The smoker, furnace, and blast furnace. Because you will be mining ores in this. Along with crafting tables to craft stuff. The animal farm is an animal farm. What did you think? You only get 2 animals of each. So if there happens to be a duplicate food, kill both of them. But if you need more than 2, you're gonna have to make extra food to breed them. And if there's a baby, you'll also have to feed them that food that they want to make them grow faster. Then there's the garden, the one that spent the most time, because I had to plant multiple trees, a farm, bees, water, and composters. These trees are huge, and you can't mine this jungle tree all the way. It has a limit. We had to do this because the bees tried to escape. Use these bees to your advantage. You might have to craft a smoker using the trees in order to collect the honey if you need it. Do not break this oak tree, please. Those bees will hurt you. And if you die, in this game mode at least, you cannot come back. All the crops are here. And if you need more of just the crops you're provided with, the composter's here. Put in any unused crops that you know you won't be using, or simple flowers on the ground to get yourself bone meal. There's also a pond, which I was going to make a separate room, but it's so unnecessary, with fish. They're not organized, 2 of each like the animals, but eventually in the next add-on I will organize it more, as well as a bigger pond. There's one more room called... There's a bee in here, isn't there? Yeah. There's one more room called the mines. It's just a room like this. I'm not gonna show you too much because it took forever to build. But it's just a small area, I think it's 6 by 6, with random blocks. You could get a lava pit, iron, lapis, coal, or water. The water's nothing. I was supposed to put fish in there, but I forgot, and I don't feel like digging back in there for it. The coal is for obvious reasons. You're going to need it to cook if you don't feel like wasting wood. The lava could be taken in a bucket to actually, cook with. It's even faster than wood. And the iron can be used to make those buckets just in case you need milk or you want to pick up that lava. You were not provided with a pickaxe, so unless you bought one from the shop, you'll have to get a wooden one. Now, it's not just finish the job and go. there is a point system. And did I mention that this game is 1 to 4 players? It's not just 1 players. It says that you have to craft the, in the rules it states that you have to craft the item frames, but you don't actually have to. Also, may I mention, as complex as this game is, similar to Crazy Crafting, I don't want to give it a guide. I hesitated to give Crazy Crafting a guide, and I don't think I did. I don't remember if I did. I probably didn't. Because, yes, there's a lot of team-based composition with your friends, but it's pretty straightforward, the same as this game. When I look towards a game mode that needs a guide, I look for something that needs to be, you know, not needs to be, but I look for something that's big and has different things to talk about. This, just like its father, Crazy Crafting, pretty straightforward and does not need a guide. If I give it a guide, it'll be like 5 minutes. No, it won't, because I thought this video would be 15 minutes, but no. As you're watching it now, it's probably 30 minutes. So maybe 10-15 minutes for that video. If I don't rush it. If I rush it, maybe 10 minutes, like Among Us. Anyway, here's a scoreboard. You all share the same score. Whether you're playing by yourself, with a duo, with 2 other people, or all 4 players, all of you share the same score. Even if your teammates are the reason why. If you get 1 to 3 minutes, that's extremely fast, and you probably either know what you're doing, or you got lucky with easy foods, just having to slaughter the animals. You get double rewards for this. 4 to 6 minutes, normal win. 1 diamond, actually not diamond, I meant to say clay. So this would be 4 clay, this would be 2 clay. This would be you lose, which in general would mean nothing, but you actually get 5 golden nuggets. And then 11 and infinite minutes, no rewards. So this should be 2 diamonds, 4 clay, and 10 nuggets. I would get 5 of each nugget. This would be normal, so 1 diamond, 2 clay, 5 nuggets. This would be just the 5 nuggets, and this would be nothing at all. The infinite sign means infinite, so 11 or more. This game mode, although being very short and not even needing a guide, took me forever to make. Specifically the trees. And the next add-on will be a Cyclone Games collaboration, introducing Brawl and Go, which is a board game I made out of paper and still have to this day, as well as maybe a short Crazy Crafting update, a new dog-based dog park game mode. Hopefully, I can finish this, and maybe a new, no new POI for Battle Royale. But most likely story mode stuff, and I'll probably give you guys an Among Us update. And pretty sure that's it. I wanted to say something, but I lost my train of thought. Anyway, this was a long video going with a big update. Pretty big to me, at least. A lot of changes on past game modes and new stuff. This is Minecraft Arena, and I'll see you guys later.